Broke.as.Node.
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 Oh, Broke.as.Node.
Broke.as.Node.
Yeah. Broke.as.Node.
All right, what's up, everyone? Lucas, Broke.as.Node here. Welcome to the podcast. I am here as normally with Sam, and we have a very special guest who is, I don't know how to do a good introduction. I want to make sure it sounds good. Awesome Twitch person, almost 1,000 followers. You're closing in. Instagram, a bajillion followers.
A bajillion. One bajillion.
1 bajillion.
It's really a number.
The very, very awesome LexieSlays is with us here today, who we just happened to go to college with. So welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, it's a small world.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We met, 3 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Been 3 years.
What class was that?
That was that awful one.
Experimental psych.
No.
Because I had somebody completely different.
Because I had that same teacher for experimental psych.
What? No.
Sensation and perception.
Yes. I just called it
Yes.
perception. It was awful.
Perception, yeah.
Where we all just kind of coasted through that class because
Yeah.
no one had any idea what was going on.
We all got good grades though, kind of.
I got an A
Yeah,
somehow.
I think I got a
She just
A or
passed.
B.
Yeah, I
think she just
somehow ended up with a
because it was
B.
her first year teaching, so she was just like,
Yeah, why not?
It was like us three, and then Paul. Anybody know what happened to him? Is
I
he
had
dead?
another class
I
with
don't-
Paul.
I remember Paul, but I don't.
Paul was
know.
an interesting feller.
Oh yeah, like after the second time I met him, he was like, "Yeah, I used to do meth." I was like, "All right, cool, dude."
Oh, all right, you just outed Paul there as a meth addict. But
I'm not putting out his last name.
there's not that many Pauls out there, babe.
My dad's name is Paul.
I know. It's not your dad, is it?
No,
Okay.
I didn't go to college with my dad.
That would be kind of awkward. It happens. Anyways, we're way off topic. Thank you so much for coming in. Very, very cool. We're hoping maybe, we just got started with Twitch, so maybe you can give us advice, tell us your experience so far. We're very interested because we're noobs. We're
Yeah.
admitted
How
Twitch
long have
noobs.
you been streaming / doing Twitch?
In the end of August, it'll be 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of time and a lot of effort. Because you stream, 2 to 3 times a week?
Yeah, I try to do it more, but it's with my personal schedule. It's way too hard.
With work.
Yeah.
Being a real adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been streaming for 2 years. So what was the first game that you ever streamed? Do you remember?
It was League of Legends.
League of Legends? And you
Nice.
still play
Yeah.
League, right?
Yeah. I was playing it last night.
I thought you were playing Overwatch. Was it?
I was playing both.
Oh, okay. You were playing Overwatch when I stopped by.
What do you play on? Do you play on computer? Well, I guess you have to with League,
PC,
right?
yeah.
There's no other.
No, you can play on console. It's just a little bit of an extra step to set up.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of just depends on what you prefer.
Okay. So what has made you kind of stick with League? You just love it that much?
I wouldn't say I love it. Mainly because my friends play, and the people I play with I met through Twitch and League. So
Okay. That's
we all
pretty cool.
play together. It's a fun game. It's just when I can't take the salt, I'll switch to Overwatch.
You're just like,
It's
I'm done.
friendlier.
I'm ready
People
to
aren't
throw
so
something.
mean. Yeah.
Okay, so how has your experience been on Twitch thus far? Would you rate it as a good experience, an experience?
I would say it's a pretty good experience. I mean, most of my friends are all internet friends, and I've met them all through Twitch. So I'm pretty thankful for that. I mean, I still I talk to them every single day. So yeah,
That's really sweet.
yeah, it's cute.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Goes against everything our parents told us as a kid.
Don't talk to strangers. On the
Don't talk to
internet.
strangers on the internet. Now
But
you
I mean,
are the stranger.
I feel like it made me more confident in myself because I can be really, really shy, and I don't like putting myself out there. But streaming, it's kind of helped with that, and I'm kind of just it is what it is. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. I'm happy. Other people seem to like the content, so I kind of just do it for them.
Okay. I like the answer.
Yeah.
How did you get started in
People.
doing Twitch? How did you even find out about it?
My boyfriend actually told me about it. I don't remember how it went, but he mentioned something 4 years ago about it, and I actually had a different Twitch account, but I ended up deleting it because I never really did anything, and I kind of wanted to get serious about it, so I made like a new account called LexieSlays, and I wasn't really like super big into gaming. Like I would just kind of like play around with him, like, you know, on console with him, but I wasn't like super into it, and so I would just play GTA and just kind of
Hell yeah. She just learned about GTA.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm doing, but, you know.
You're having fun. That's what's important.
The important thing with GTA.
And, I would just, like, play Minecraft or something, and I would just kind of just play around on there, and I kind of took, like, a year and a half break, and then I was like, I want to get serious about this, and my boyfriend taught me how to play League, for the most part. I kind of learned along the way after playing with some friends, like, no, you're doing everything wrong. I'm like, okay, please teach me. And, I've just kind of been, like, ever since then, just kind of moving forward, taking off that way.
What made you want to get serious about Twitch?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I think we were just talking about it one day, and he was like, I think you would be really good at it. Like, you can be funny sometimes. I'm like, oh, thanks.
That's true love right there. That's long-term relationship love.
He's honest. And I was like, well, I don't know, because like I said earlier, like I can be really shy. I get really bad anxiety, and so like I guess like at some point in the conversation, I was like, let's just do it. And I mean, I just had like this really cheap setup with like my laptop and like a second monitor, and I would just kind of make myself do it. And after like a few months, I was like, you know, I really, really like doing this, and then it kind of just took off from there.
Okay, so what is your favorite part about streaming?
Probably interacting with my chat. That's my favorite part.
That's your favorite part?
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun.
All right, what's the worst part about streaming besides trolls? Because we're going to get to the trolls part.
Okay.
Probably my raging. I don't like get mad and like, you know, start throwing stuff, but I mean, if I'm dying, like if I'm feeding, I get pretty mad, and then my gameplay is just really bad, and then I get embarrassed, and then I'm like, okay, I need to calm down. It's just a game. But on the inside, I'm screaming.
Is it like lots of F-bombs?
Oh, yeah.
Just every 3 seconds.
I feel you. I did that in Bloodborne yesterday. Bloodborne's been kicking my... Have you heard of Bloodborne?
I still want to play.
We want to do a stream with her playing.
I feel like I'm gonna need to buy you a new controller.
I'm so bad at it. Yeah.
It's so frustrating when you're just dying, and then people make comments. Not necessarily trolls, but they're just like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know.
My best. That's what I'm
doing my best. I'm really trying. I'm sorry.
So, alright, moving on to the topic of trolls, which is kind of why I contacted you. So, I had an experience with, like, a couple trolls. This was, what, like a month ago?
Yeah.
Just about. Yeah. Right, and, like, they were very clearly coming into the chat to just troll and all this stuff.
Like
usual, right? They even, like, admitted to trolling. But, like, unfortunately, like, I kind of let it get to me, because they talked about my boobs first. And then they said they were really nice, so I was like, okay, thanks. And they kept saying that, like, they couldn't be real because they were nice. And I was like, again, thank you. And then they called me fat, right? And so, like, I've got a lot of issues with that. That's a whole other topic for another day. But, so how do you deal with trolls, especially those that, like, attack your appearance or, like, attack you for being a girl? Because I assume that has probably happened at this point.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Well, in the beginning, I mean, I would try not to let it get to me, but it always got to me. And I would end up fueling the fire, and, like, I would say something back. And eventually I was like, you know, this isn't working. You know, I don't need to give them what they want, because they want a reaction. Mm-hmm. That's basically all they want. And, you know, I've had people, you know, raid me. Like, I don't necessarily know how they do it. Like, they'll just share my link to, like, Reddit, which is never a good thing. And, you know, people will come in, and when you see your viewers go from, like, 10 or 20 to, like, 150, you're like, oh no. This is either really good or really bad. And, you know, people will just, you know, say whatever raid that, you know, people like, oh, ghost raid, or, you know, whoever brought them there, raid. And people will say, like, really racist stuff sometimes, or, like, really disgusting things. I'm just like, you need to wash your mouth out with soap kind of stuff.
Kind of
like,
deal.
Yeah. And I would just ignore them, because it's not really worth, like, doing anything. Mm-hmm. And so I guess, like, maybe it's 6 months after I started streaming, I was kind of like, I'm not going to give in to them. I'm not going to, give them, like, the reaction that they want. So, when people come in, I try to, like, make a joke out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody, say something sexual, and I'm just like, oh, haha, okay, like, that's cool. Like, I'll just make a joke. Like, it kind of just, like, depends on what they say. Or if they make a comment about my appearance, like, I mean, I don't dress, like, provocatively, but Lord forbid I have, like, an inch of cleavage. If that,
right.
like, I mean...
Yeah.
You have boobs. You know what it's like.
Yeah, I have not worn anything that bears cleavage since that happened, actually.
Not everything in my wardrobe is, like, up to my neck.
You're not wanting to wear a turtleneck every single time
and I'm
you
like,
stream.
this is a cute shirt. I want to wear it. I'm sorry. I have big boobs. Like
it
not,
happens. They're there.
Like...
Calm down.
We're all adults here. So, people will come in and they'll say something. I'm like, oh, you're just a booby streamer. And I'm like... I'm like... Okay, whatever. And
what is a booby streamer? Do you just play with your boobs? Like, that's what's on the
there's girls, unfortunately, not every girl streamer is like this, but unfortunately, there are girls that will have, like, extremely low cut. Like, it's just, like, the focus is,
like,
boobs.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that.
And I'm like, okay, I mean, hey, they're happy, they're doing their thing.
Do you?
Whatever.
I don't blame them. They get money for it. I mean, at the end of the day, like...
Yeah, and
if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, like, that's all them, but it's, because of stuff like that, guys... Not necessarily all guys, but there are men who will come in there and think that they can say stuff like that because...
Did you have an inch of cleavage?
Yeah.
Right.
So I kind of just play it off. I'm like, okay, whatever. I just don't even bother responding, or I'll just try and make a joke out of it if I can. Usually I'm in Discord when I'm playing with people, so my mods, they're pretty quick, because I play a lot with my moderators. They're pretty quick to ban them or time them out before I can even see it, or if they say something, we have a joke where if you say anything sexual, you have to follow it up with giggity at the end of the sentence.
Nice.
So, and I even have it as a command. I didn't make it, my mods did, so they're kind of... They take care of all of that. So, like, if I say something, I usually read out loud, like, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. And it's either, like, something really sexual, and my mom's like, got this, and they'll, reply back, like, oh, like, show me your tits and stuff like that. And so my mom will be like, I'll show you mine, or let me whisper you, just, like, funny stuff like that. And it's kind of like, they kind of go away.
You troll the trolls.
Yeah, I try to, troll back, or just don't really. I'm like, whatever.
You don't really
We did
respond.
that one time.
Yeah, we trolled some dude. He proposed to me.
Yeah,
so that was
he was
fun.
proposing to her.
Yeah, my first marriage proposal. And
Wanted you to kiss him or
yeah,
hug
like
him.
this whole thing.
It wasn't that bad of
we were
stuff?
we just decided to troll him back a little bit, and we were like, oh, Tree, like our friend Troy was sitting next to me. I was like, oh, this one, right? This one. And so eventually he just went away.
He got so pissed. I was like, no, I mean the girl. And like we had two mods in there who were like joining in with us, and we made all these hashtags.
That's
so
the best
fun.
part. So I've had, my mods marry trolls, and I'm just like, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm sorry I was in the way in the beginning, but I'm glad you guys
send
are
you a
happy.
wedding gift in a couple of weeks. So, what has been the most unexpected thing that you learned about streaming?
Honestly, how much I would like it. Like, I didn't think that I would like it this much. I know I don't stream as often as I probably should, or as I would like to, but I didn't expect me to like it as much and to make the friendships that I have. Like, these are people I would invite to my wedding. Type thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, I'm
That's
really
awesome.
close to these people.
Are you engaged?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I just wanted to check, because I was like, I haven't seen anything on, like,
Another topic.
Facebook or
Another podcast.
Instagram.
No.
Just thought I'd ask.
No, I mean, like, there's, like, a handful of people that, like, I don't necessarily, like, confide every little thing into them, but it's, like, I would invite them to my wedding type thing. Like, they're very close people. I consider them very good friends.
Have you ever hung out with somebody that you met on Twitch or, like, in the internet in real life? Or, like, have you Skyped with them, like, phone number?
No, they all live in California, basically.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
that is true,
everybody lives
too.
in California. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, there's more than one state.
A lot of people out there.
There's another streamer, actually. She lives... she won't... She hasn't given out, like, where she lives, but I know she lives in Georgia. And her and I we're good friends, and we're talking about going to TwitchCon together. So I think we're going to try...
Isn't that out in California?
Yeah.
We had some dude try and tell us it was in Atlanta, and we were, like, looking this up, and we were like, no dude.
I wish it was in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be so much easier.
Cheaper. So me and her are talking about rooming together, and then with another streamer who lives in California. So, like...
Oh, that sounds like
I'm hoping to
Oh, yeah.
meet some people.
So, going back to the trolls, because I missed this question because I didn't I can't see. Do you think you get more or like less hate or like praise because you're a girl? Can go either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
In your experience, I feel like people feel the need to pick on me. Not necessarily pick on me, but if they do, because I am a girl, I feel like if I was a guy, sometimes they would just not say anything or be like, "Oh, you suck."
So do you feel like, as a girl, like you have to be, because I feel like this in my experience thus far, just in general, that if I do something that's in like a guy-dominated field, I have to be so much better than a guy in order to get the same level of like respect. So like, for instance, like if you and I were just playing like Bloodborne together, starting off, right?
Yeah.
I think I would probably get a lot more people trying to be helpful.
Oh yeah, well without a doubt.
Like you, just because you're a guy and I'm
a
girl.
Mean, I have had streams where I have many streams where I literally call myself a noob, and there's no issue, and no one says anything, and then she can just be there for a second, and like, yeah, you get the help, you get people making fun of you, like you suck, and it never happens for me, and I'm like, my stream's literally called I'm a noob, and I'm not good at this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's hard to say, and I don't want to like say anything biased, but I feel like girls can have it a little bit harder, unfortunately. But there's also, a ton of really successful girl streamers.
Yeah.
So, and, I follow a few, and I'm friends with some of them, and, their content's really good, and, I mean, most of them are pretty good at what they're playing. But, I mean, for the most part, it's just, Lord forbid they do something, and,
just like the rain of fire comes down.
But most of them are pretty, popular, so that doesn't happen. I feel like, if the more popular you are, the more followers you are, like you have, it's not as much of an issue.
Yeah, than just starting off.
Yeah, starting off it's one of the hardest, because people, it's like you feel like people are judging you. Like, that's how I feel when I'm playing League, even to this day. I don't even play ranked League because I just get so angry, and I'm just like,
this stuff is intense.
I'm gonna throw my computer in the lake type thing. And people will say stuff like, I've played a few ranked games while I'm streaming, and it's just been awful, and people will just say stuff, and I'm like, okay, I don't need this, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not a professional type thing, and so I just don't even bother.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
League's intense, man. I don't know a ton about it, but everything I've seen, I'm like...
Overwatch looks intense.
Overwatch looks intense, too. You
like
play some
Overwatch.
intense games.
I like Overwatch a lot more. It's not necessarily happier, but I feel like people don't use the chat as much, like in-game chat, and that's where...
It can get rough.
Yeah.
That's where feelings get hurt.
I just always end up looking at like the sky or the ground, like
She's
in
not
those
good
types
at
of
it.
games.
She's not good at
That's why I play with
FPSs.
the keyboard and mouse. With the controller, I am a noob. I'm like
sky
looking around. I'm like, I can't.
It's the same
shoot.
thing with Halo. Like I tried playing Halo once, and I was just like, I give up. I'm done.
Yeah.
We're kind of RPG players mostly. That's kind of that's all we're good at.
See, I want
I
to
suck
find
at
a good
FPSs.
RPG, but then I'm like, I don't know if people are gonna like that, and
Yeah, it's like
I mean, our experience, we've had some fun.
I don't like it when things chase me. So
so don't do Bloodborne.
I'll scream. I mean, I scream when I play League, so it's fine.
So how do you balance all aspects of your life and like social media? Because you've got a decent following on Instagram, so I assume that you probably get a good bit of notifications. Like, how are you planning to balance that as you like continue to grow, and how do you balance it now?
Like as far as like
handling communication with like your followers, because I know with like a lot of female streamers and just like females that are like in, I guess, like the nerd industry, for lack of a better term, like you need to be very open and communicate, because this is like moving towards, I guess, for instance, like Jessica, what is it, Negri? Right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Well, I know she was
gotta be
sexy
careful with
Pikachu.
that last name.
I love Jessica Negri.
Well, I just want to say Nigiri. Like, that's what I want to
Yeah,
say,
there's
because
a lot
that's
of
sushi.
there's a lot of things when you have those letters.
But how do you balance all of that? Especially having a real person job.
I mean, I'm on Instagram like all day, so I mean, I'm constantly checking stuff. I don't get that many like DMs, so that's not really like an issue. But as far as like talking to people, responding to people like in my comments, like I read everything. I don't get that many comments on there, but
Not yet.
Yeah. But, like, I read everything. I reply to whatever I feel is necessary to reply to. People will ask me, like, I'll get a DM and they'll ask me, like, if I'm up to playing a certain game or, oh, hey, like, would you mind adding me on League? And, then I kind of, respond to them as I see fit. So.
All right, so keeping it pretty balanced.
Yeah. I mean, I want people to feel, like, welcome to, like, comment and, like, talk to me. I don't mind, people asking me questions, but I don't want, like, some stranger being like, hey, how's your day, when I don't know you. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, fair. Definitely fair.
It's happened a few times.
Yeah, we've gotten a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I've had a few of those.
Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in regards to, like, Twitch a year from now?
I'm hoping it'll really take off. I know I said earlier that I'm not very consistent, but it's also really hard when you work 40 plus hours sometimes.
We have the luxury of not having to do that.
Yeah, I wish I worked part-time, or I just didn't work at all, but somebody's gotta put bread on the table.
Gotta make that paper.
So, yeah. If I don't work, I don't eat, so. Yeah. But, I mean, I'm hoping that I can, try and make it to where, like, I'm, streaming, 4 or 5 times a week. It's just really, really hard right now with my job. But I really, with me being almost 2 years into streaming and I don't have 1,000 followers yet, like, it kind of makes me say, what am I doing wrong? Like, what do I need to do to really take this off? And I feel like if, as long as I'm more consistent, I feel like it'll really take off. And I mean, I would like to have this be like a full-time thing, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of work, which is fine. I mean, nobody, got a sub button for nothing. So, I mean, I definitely want it to take off. I'm hoping. I don't know if I would get a sub button within a year. I mean, I'd be super surprised if that happened, but that's ultimately my goal. So that was actually my next question. What is your ultimate goal on Twitch? So you just kind of answered that. So now comes, like, we're stopping with the serious question. Now comes, like, the fun series of questions that I would like us to just, like, start asking a lot of.
Do you have fun series? Oh, I did have a question just regarding what you just said before we get too off topic. So the sub button, do you have to have, like, what do you have to get a sub button? I'm still learning. You can look it up on Twitch, but people tell me that the guidelines, like, it's not super, like, oh, you have to meet these guidelines. Yeah. And I've heard people say, like, they're more lenient towards women. And I'm like, well, I feel like it kind of just, like, depends. But, I mean, you definitely have to be, like, super interactive with your chat. Yeah, sure.
They want to find somebody who's, going to respond to them, be entertaining. You have to have, I think, like, I want to say it was, like, 500 viewers, but it has to be, like, over a certain amount of time, like, it has to be, like, consecutive. Okay. But it can't be, like, a one-time thing. But I don't know how true that is, because there are people who have sub buttons and they only have, like, 200 or 300 people watching them at a time for the most part. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how true that is. I mean, that's just what's on the guidelines. And I forget what else is on there. I think there's, like, a couple other things. I know, like, if you're, like, already, like, famous, like Jessica Negri, when she started, she got a sub button, like, after a couple months, but she's famous. She's already like so, and they even have, like, a little section about that, like, if you think that, you should be partnered, and then I think there's, like, I'm big on Twitter in quotation marks type example. Yeah, I'm like, sure. If only. Not there. Yeah.
Twitter's so hard.
It is hard.
It's so hard. I'm the worst at Twitter. I'm learning slowly.
Like,
I'm reading books about Twitter. This is how committed I am. I want to get there.
You just have to post on there. I have like 111 followers, and I don't even know how that happened. I'm like, wow. I post once a month.
I don't even know how I got 14, to be honest. We got lucky with that. So you have to be a partner to get. Is that what it is? You have to.
Well, yeah, that's how you get partnered
with the sub button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And there's, like, an application you apply.
Right. We're affiliates. We just got.
Yeah, I filled that out. And I did you guys get, like, an email at the end? Because I never got.
No. Okay. But now people can cheer.
Yeah.
So we figured. Okay,
I got my first cheer last night, so I was like,
hey,
I guess it works.
We got 5 cents. We're like, yay!
Whole 5 cents. Whew.
That's cool. That's still nice.
Just like 20 more, and we can buy something at Taco Bell.
Yeah. Well, they don't pay you till you hit $100. I was like, that's BS. They'll hold on to your money for like a year. until you hit that
then
$100.
at that point, you know what? All the Taco Bell.
But I've always heard you don't really want people to cheer anyways. You want them to donate through PayPal.
Yeah, I mean,
But not that it matters. I mean, donating's donating, right? So.
Exactly.
yeah.
Are you done with your serious questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to. She has the knowledge, and I'm learning. So.
I don't want it to get too heavy. If this were
That's
later
true,
in the
that's
night, I'd be
true.
like, hey, we're going to play a drinking game, too.
Okay.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Rock, paper, scissors, drink.
Oh, that'd be so dangerous.
It's a dangerous game, but it gets real
We've
fun
played
real
some
fast.
dangerous drinking games.
Have you guys done any drunk streams?
Yes.
Once or
You know, I
twice?
think you did. I remember a post you said. Those
Yes.
are always the best, but
they are definitely fun.
It was great because
Yeah.
we were playing Skyrim, so we do Shania Sundays. It's a whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate shit posting. But Jared just came in and he was like, hey, and he just like full blown punted the wine glass out of his hand accidentally. This is all on stream.
Jared
Wine
wasn't even
goes-
drunk. Jared wasn't even the drunk one. I don't know.
Wine goes flying. But no, we've done a couple of drunk streams. We haven't done like too many.
Yeah, we
Just
don't
don't do
want to
shots.
be known for that.
No, I
Well,
don't want it
that's
to
normally
be-
all I drink, but
I do mixed drinks
Or
because
beer.
I can't roll that
I've
way.
done a few shot streams, and I'm like, okay, I've never do that ever again. That was a bad idea, and I can't believe you all convinced me that it was a great idea.
Right?
they always get weird when you're drunk. They always like late night drunk streams. Those
Yes.
always
Yes,
get
but Troy
strange.
especially gets weird. Our friend Troy, he doesn't
yeah.
really drink much.
We have to be
Yeah,
careful
whatever.
with Troy.
But
We
like,
love
so
him, but-
he'll get like the Mike's Hard Lemonade, and like, cause he like has a sweet tooth, and like he'll chug 3 in like 30 minutes.
No.
And then so like he's like, I'm fine. And so you
It's
just
falling
like
over.
sitting next to me. He was falling asleep the other night when we were playing like
Falling
we were
over.
doing a horror show. He's like just sitting there, just, being,
Hang
like,
a horn.
just passing out. I'm like, okay, time to go to bed, Troy. But so you like Pokemon, right? If
Yep.
you were any Pokemon, any generation, what would you be and why?
Pikachu.
Just
Whoa.
I forget. Okay, why? Because he's
She
OG.
knows it.
I mean, not only that, but like I've always like I had a Pikachu skateboard as a kid. I had Pikachu on my keychain. Like I don't care what anybody says. It's like the typical noob girl answer. I'm like, yeah, Pikachu's awesome. Like
I mean,
Awesome.
hey.
I can't
I
argue with
just
that.
think he's cute. He's my favorite.
I liked him back in the day, like the old school
Yeah.
animation. They've made him
Really?
skinnier.
Oh.
They made him. If
Yeah,
you look
but
at the
like-
evolution,
Okay, but like
I like fat Pikachu. okay?
red version Pikachu does not look good.
Okay, but
Red
like, I
version
just like
Pikachu
fat
looks like
animals.
he like
Who doesn't
is
like fat
dying.
animals?
Like I don't know. Red and blue version, like
Everybody likes fat
I don't know.
animals.
I like
okay?
the updated Pika.
Right, I just like fat animals.
I like
That's
that. I do.
I wish A1 was fatter.
She used to be. That's the cat's name, by the way.
What's the
AOM.
From Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. There's just no ounce of this house that isn't covered in nerd.
It's okay. We name our pets after anime characters.
Nice.
So,
That was
Well,
actually
who
my
do you
next
got?
question is what is your favorite anime?
Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's my number one. Season 2 is supposed to come out sometime this year, so I kind of like. I have like a group of favorites. So like aside from Fairy Tail, I have like kind of like a group.
Okay, so what's the whole group then? Let's hear
I'm
it.
the same way. I understand.
Definitely Erased. I just finished watching that. I'm like, okay, that's like
I started.
got all the way up to the top.
Isn't that the one that Netflix did?
I don't know if it's on Netflix. It's definitely on.
Wait, is it the one I'm thinking of?
You told me about Erased.
Yeah, it's the one where he goes back in time, right?
Mhm,
Yeah,
with the kids.
I have 2 episodes left.
I
I got
cried.
mad
It's
though
so good.
because I guessed the killer like episode 3.
Okay, so
And I'm
I
like,
had my suspicions.
really?
I had like 3 people on my list, and I
Yeah.
even told a coworker to watch it, and he watched 2 episodes, and he's like, I already know who it is.
Yeah, I did.
was like-
I was really upset.
How'd you know? And I'm like, I can't tell you.
They shove
Like,
it in
don't
your
look at my
face a
face,
little,
it's
but
gonna
it
give
was
it
still
away.
good though. I really liked
It's
it. I
really
liked
really
it, yeah.
good. I like Erased. Death Note is really
Yeah,
good.
we got
Are you
Al
looking
over
forward
there.
to the Netflix version?
I keep seeing stuff about it, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel.
Yeah,
I don't already like the fact that they've whitewashed Light. Not about
Yeah.
that. But
that's
they're like,
that's
he's
L.
not
I
particularly
just
Asian. I'm like, his last name is Yagami. What do you
I mean,
Those-
how
they
more
changed his
Asian
last
do you
name.
get?
I just want to make sure whoever does L does L right. He's like my favorite anime character of all time. Like it might not be my favorite anime, but I love L.
Yeah. What else? Yona of the Dawn was really good. I really like. Okay, I'm such a girl. I love romance animes. So like anything
Fair enough,
with
fair enough.
romance.
So does Tree actually.
I love like the I don't know how you say it. Shoujo.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe, I
I
don't
like cutesy stuff like that. Kami Sonicus is really good.
Never heard of that.
It's a romance, but it's funny. I just like anything interesting. I don't know. I have like a bunch of favorites.
There's so much anime, right? Yeah. Do you ever go to any of the cons?
No, my friend was saying something about MomoCon, but I haven't bought any tickets.
They're not that expensive.
Yeah, we just buy them
that's
there.
what they were telling me.
It's like $65 for the whole weekend. I think it's not.
It's much
not
better
that
than
bad.
I've never
prices.
gone to a con.
You should
before.
go.
What? You've never gone to a con before?
No.
It's fun.
It's amazing. It's super fun. So there's MomoCon, which is obviously at the end of this month. We gotta get our tickets, by the way. So
Yeah.
that's like definitely more like, I would say that's more anime based. It's not AWA level.
Right. But
it's-
it started out as an anime con, and it's branched off into video games and comics.
Yeah.
Which is mainly that. And then you got
See, I'm
Dragon
like,
Con.
yeah, Dragon Con's like a whole nother.
Dragon's so
It's a different beast, pun intended. But it's amazing.
Yeah, I really want to go. See, like if I go to a con, I want to cosplay.
Yeah.
But
She did.
I did.
don't have any. Like I'm not good with stuff like that, and it's so expensive. And I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know what I
It
would
can
wear.
be. So I cosplayed as Kate Kane from the Bombshells DC Comics Batwoman, right? It's like a league of their own. She had like a little bat. I think you've seen the picture. So that all in all cost me probably around only $60, but that's because my mom is like a hella good seamstress, and she actually
wow.
we actually made that from scratch. We took a pattern and had to alter it because the pattern for Kate Kane cosplay, they have it, but of course it was all sold out. So that. But I'm being Zatanna this year at Dragon Con, and that one isn't like super hard. I've picked cosplays that aren't super hard to do. A lot of it you can find from Amazon and are comfortable.
Yeah.
That's kind of the main thing. If you cosplay, make sure you're comfortable. Because I see those girls in Dragon Con who wear the full-blown corset and the stilettos, and I'm like, you go, girl. But, like, especially if you don't have a hotel room to go back to, because it sells out so quickly.
Yeah.
We end up staying with his sisters because they generally live in Atlanta, so we've been really fortunate to, like, be able to go back and stay there.
Yeah.
But I don't know how some girls do it. I'm like, mad respect.
See, I would love to cosplay, but like some of the stuff I want to cosplay, I'm like, I need to run like 300 miles first type thing. I'm like,
I mean, you know what? Like, as far as that goes, like, Dragon Con's really open about stuff. Like, you see people that you would not expect and or want to particularly see cosplay.
But you're glad they are.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
they feel safe.
Dragon
I
Con
like
is
that.
so
Like, I want-
accepting.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They have, like, they full-blown, like, they have a hentai panel. Do they not?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets pretty.
That, I wouldn't
pretty
suggest
crazy.
going to that. But it's there.
I mean,
But,
who doesn't
yeah.
like a little bit? Like,
Why not?
I'm a little curious. Never mind.
Not curious anymore. I'm good.
Okay.
But, I mean,
Yeah,
MomoCon's a good one to go to.
MomoCon's definitely good.
Especially if you're just like trying to start off like going to cons. My first con was Dragon Con.
Yeah, but I'm such a weeb. I'm sure I'll have fun. So if I go,
We lose Troy.
Yeah.
Every
He's
that
a
would be me. I'd be like,
huge weeb.
oh, okay.
we're like, hey, we'll meet up with you at this time at this restaurant. To eat.
And 9 times out of 10, he's in the anime music video room just watching. I'm like, Troy, you could do this at home.
That's so great. For this MomoCon, we're actually cosplaying as Kiki and Tombo from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, okay.
So really easy. Really
I haven't
simple.
seen that, but I know what you're talking
Studio
about.
Ghibli
good.
movies are the shit.
Yeah, I'm behind.
Oh, you should.
They're
You haven't
expensive.
seen any Miyazaki's? Oh, you would like them.
Yeah.
I really want
Especially,
to.
like, because Fairy Tail actually kind of has similar-ish animation. Like, it's different, obviously,
Yeah.
but like, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know about the storytelling, but it's
I haven't
good.
seen Fairy Tail.
Our
Fairy
roommate
Tail's
Troy
good.
does love Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
It's
You want to
good.
have a Fairy Tail talk?
You
A lot of
actually,
people don't like it though.
I liked it okay. We tried to get into it. You didn't like it.
If
She hated it. Actually,
people
hate it.
don't
be
like
honest.
it at
You're
first,
just
got
saying
bored.
that in front of
for
her.
I
people
got
who
bored.
don't like it at first, it's like you just have to keep watching because there
Yeah.
are some parts I'm just like, okay, like,
Yeah,
but it's your
anime.
typical like Shonen Jump type
Yeah.
anime. But I mean, it gets so much better, like towards like the end of getting close to like the end of season 1. It gets, I mean, it's like
How many episodes is that though?
people get confused, and this is where my weeb comes out. People get confused with the arcs being seasons, and they are very wrong. They are so wrong.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
how many episodes are there?
There's like 400 something, I think.
That's just season 1.
So for it to get good, I have to go through all of that?
No,
No.
not 400. I think there's like 200 something. I'm thinking of a different anime. I'm sorry. There's like 200 something. I want to say,
So it's-
but still, yeah, there's a lot.
It's not One Piece level. You know, they're like
No.
way past 1,000 at this point.
No, it's good. It's like a switch. Like after like one arc, you're like, the game has changed, and it's so good.
That's what I heard.
The manga is so good. The manga is a lot
That's like
better.
one thing that you and I haven't really been like.
Yeah, we do comics, so it's like we never got into manga. But I've always loved anime, so I've always wanted to make the switch. I just
didn't
never
really read manga until Fairy Tail was like season 1 was starting to end, and somebody, I don't know, like I follow a bunch of like anime accounts on Instagram, so somebody posted something and I was like, I want to read this, and so I started reading it, and like I kind of just like started reading it like where I was at within the anime, and then I just kept reading it, and it's so good.
Well,
and then it kind of branched off from there.
Well,
Right
get into anime. But speaking of comics,
We're into
all right,
anime. You mean manga?
favorite comic book character. Even if you're like
You're
not
just
super
hitting
into
all the,
comics.
like-
Yeah, I'm not super into comics. I
Even
don't
if you're
know.
not, everyone I've ever met.
Well, like favorite Marvel or DC?
Yeah,
character?
like what the world we're living in right now, with like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 just coming out. Like you're aware.
Yeah. I don't know.
She's just more of an anime girl. It happens.
Totally fine.
We're just everything. We're
Just across the
If
board.
it's nerdy,
Yeah.
we'll try it.
Yeah. I don't know. I keep thinking about the movies instead of like the comics because I know
That's
they're.
fair.
I mean, you can use
Yeah.
the movies too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you
No,
don't care.
absolutely.
Or the CW
I don't
shows
know.
if you want. As well.
I'll be a typical chick and say Harley Quinn. So.
Alright.
But I know you really like Harley
I do.
Quinn.
I read the comics. Like that's my god. Like
Anytime I
ever
see
since
like
was a
anything
kid.
Harley Quinn, I'm like, oh, Sam.
Yeah, I've liked her since I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
DC animated series.
I mean, I
Type
know she's
thing.
a little crazy. I'm a little crazy. So.
I like to think she's
A little
misunderstood.
crazy.
I'm very misunderstood. I like that.
I'm like, I'm crazy. I'm like Deadpool. Like I'm
Yeah.
Deadpool. She's Harley. That's our
Deadpool.
thing. Yeah, you gotta listen to Deadpool. Did you like the Deadpool movie?
Oh, yeah.
So
Who
good.
doesn't like Ryan Reynolds?
Right. Have you seen the new Guardians?
No, I haven't even seen the first one.
If you like
should.
Deadpool, you'd like Guardians.
Also, if you like
Okay.
Chris
Similar.
Pratt on Parks and Rec, you'll like hot Chris Pratt.
He is cute. So.
I liked
It's
fat Chris
definitely-
Pratt though. I was still
She
attracted to him
loves-
back in the
she just
day.
loves
I was
Chris
like,
I
"This dude."
haven't really watched Parks and Rec, but I've seen like some with like my brother, and I'm just like, he's so attractive, but he's so stupid.
Yeah.
I know that's just his character, but I'm like, I feel like that's a lot of his roles. It's just
Yeah.
like,
He's not
like-
as dumb in Guardians.
He's funny. He's a funny
Yeah.
dude.
even
but-
like in Jurassic Park, I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy.
Okay, I have one more question, but I like.
You
can't
like him
remember
kind
it
of
now.
dumb though, huh, babe?
Yeah, that's why I'm dating you.
I know.
Oh, okay. This is kind of ties into comics, but this is my last like fun question because obviously we're not drinking. If you had any superpower, what would it be and why? Feel free to also make up your own superpower if you would like.
I don't know, probably. I'm torn, but I think about this stuff all the time. I'm so lame. Probably like to be able to read people's minds or like be invisible whenever I wanted. Mainly just because I'm nosy. And like I'm always like thinking like people are like talking about me or like I
So you
want to
just
know
wanna
what
be
people
able to,
think.
like,
I'm like, what do you think?
Listen into the shade.
Yeah, I'm so nosy. And just like there are times where I'm just like I just want to disappear and just kind of like
Just like hang
do
out.
whatever,
I'm still
yeah.
right here. Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have. What about you?
Well, I did want to say, I don't think I ever properly thanked you. You were actually the one to tell me about Attack on Titan. I'd never even heard of it, and then you were like wearing the scout badge or something on a hoodie.
the shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or a hoodie or
I
shirt or
was wearing
something.
that shirt earlier today.
And nice.
And I just watched the new episode today.
I haven't even started
That
season 2
we
yet.
haven't
Oh my
yet.
gosh,
We want
it's
to
so
though.
good.
We want to.
I need to like
I-
set aside time for that when
but-
I'm not so busy.
It's
No,
good.
I have to thank you. That was the first thing like me and Sam kind of bonded over nerd-wise.
Yeah.
That was like
Really?
we
Yeah.
watched it together.
We watched it at his old apartment.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that's
wow.
before we
And-
were we actually together?
And so that's all thanks to you. So thank you. You started our nerd love, like in a way,
glad I could
in a
help.
way. Like because we had talked about some nerdy things, but not like a ton. And then we kind of got into comics together and then all that stuff. But yeah, it kind of
And here
started
we
with
are.
Attack on Titan,
3 years later.
and finally season 2's out. After
years
that,
later.
it took the 3 years,
I mean, I thought I was gonna like die by the time season 2 came out.
right? Like we're not gonna make it.
I was having trust issues. I was told the wrong date again.
But it's good. The new episode's good.
Yeah.
what
There's
I've heard.
right now. Well, the episode last week. That's when like things kind of. Well, I guess like yeah. Basically, last week's episode is where you actually pick up where you left off in season 1. Everything's kind of
Okay.
been like
A weird.
not backstory, but like you're seeing what's happening with like all the stuff that you didn't see in season 1 towards the end. And so, but it's very, very important. At first I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
And then now
Yeah, that's
I'm
nice.
like,
I like
I'm
shows.
so glad I was paying attention because I don't want to give it away. It's so good.
I want to go back and watch the first season dubbed and then watch the second season because I never watched it dubbed and I've heard the voice acting is decent. No? You disagree?
I think I tried watching the first episode and it was just, I don't know. I like sub because I feel like there's more like emotion.
Yeah, that doesn't translate.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
I feel like, and my boyfriend and I were even talking about this a couple of days ago. He was like, I feel like there's not enough funding, so they can't hire good enough actors. Not that there's not good dub voice actors, but it's like they can't get people or train them properly or get like the best voice. I don't. That's
it's changing, I think. Like it seems like it's getting better. But yeah, I know. Yeah. Like especially
Fairy Tale dub is pretty good. I like that
good.
dub.
Yeah, that Castle is pretty good. I watched like the first 5 episodes.
But it's just. I tried listening to it and it just like
didn't work.
Armin's voice was deeper than Aaron's voice, and I was like, "This is not okay."
That's
and
a
it
little
was
weird.
just, I don't know, I just didn't like it.
So that was going to be my next question: is sub dub. So you're sub definitely.
Oh yeah, I used to watch nothing but dub up until I caught up in Fairy Tale, and I can only watch sub. I was like, okay, I'm going to bite the bullet, and I did, and I was like, oh, this is so much better. So.
Interesting. You changed. We like dubbed better generally. Our reasoning, or at least me and hers, Troy's kind of he changes, but like our reasoning is I'm such a slow damn reader. Like, so I missed out on so much artwork, and that's like my main reason. I love the artwork. Like that's one of my biggest reasons watching. I mean that in story, but yeah, I know, but I'm like so slow. I'm awful. I'm like wait, what?
I mean. It's hard when like they're talking about like super important stuff and you're trying to watch what's happening, but I mean, it's just like you just get used to it.
My issue with it is all I hear is my grandmother. That's it.
But why's that bad?
It's not, but it's kind of discerning when you just in your head it's this.
What are you gonna do when we go to Japan?
Asian lady yelling at you in Japanese when you were young. Like that's all you imagine while you're watching an anime about like this weird naked titan, and it's hard to like get that in your head.
I like the subbed a lot though with Attack on Titan. Yeah. Obviously, that's what I watched the first time. So
it's just a lot of yelling.
Yeah. But there have been a few animes where I didn't like the subbed. I preferred like Durarara. I did not like the subbed on that, but I just love the dub so much. Like I love the. That's a good one.
Classroom.
If you like Assassination Classroom,
I haven't finished it. That's really
definitely good. The subbed just did not. The guy who did the main guy in the dub just like was so perfect.
Yeah. Really?
He was
he did
so
a really good
perfect. Job. And then the guy they got, the Japanese guy, is just like I don't know.
That's how it is like a Fairy Tale. The guy who does Natsu's voice in the dub is really good, but I like the sub one better. I think he has a better voice, but even so, like the dub one is just as good. So I mean,
I think dubs are getting better. I guess because like you're definitely right. Like early, like even just 5-6 years ago, like there was some bad, really bad dub, and especially like when you go back to the 90s, it's like they definitely didn't have the funding.
And Dragon Ball Z, some of the best.
That's true. Definitely true. Yeah. Definitely true. Yeah, we were watching Sailor Moon the other day.
We're planning on doing like a group cosplay at Dragon Con.
We're doing
I'm going to be Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah.
And all the boys are going to be the Sailor Scouts.
Yes. It will be awesome.
Is somebody going to be Rainy?
No. We're just doing the main, like, 5.
He's being
Sailor Moon. We don't even actually have a 5th right now.
Yeah.
We gotta find
we just lost our 5th, actually.
No, because he decided to be a douche.
Yeah, we won't get into that on here.
we gotta figure that out, but... So be prepared for those pictures.
Find someone. There's a guy out there. There will be a lot.
Do a lot of this.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for it.
It'll be great.
Are you gonna carry a rose in your mouth?
You absolutely
just kind of like pop out of nowhere.
You gotta romance me, babe.
I'll try.
You can do it. You can do it.
The only downside is like I have to wear a suit in Dragon Con heat. That's like I'll be a sweaty.
That might be a nighttime cosplay.
Yeah.
I'd want to do it at night anyways, because Dragon Con around like 8-9 o'clock just changes, and it just becomes like a crazy nightlife party.
So they have ballrooms like in all the different hotels, massive. Just like think prom on crack and steroids at the same time.
But cosplay.
I had some friends that went there, and they were just drinking the whole time.
Oh yeah. That's what we do.
One of my teachers from high school, she goes there all the time, and she drinks when she goes.
It's
She's
great.
a hoot.
It's awesome.
it's a
Stan
blast.
Lee's going to be there this year.
Yeah, Stan.
Really?
Stan mother
If he
effing Lee.
makes it.
And
Not quite.
Cersei from Game of Thrones. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones.
Last year, Charlie Cox from Daredevil was there. They have actually a decent bit of voice actors there as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of voice actors at MomoCon. That's kind of what they focus
Yeah,
on.
my
as far as
coworker,
guests,
he's
but,
going, and he was talking about it, and he was talking about stuff about Overwatch there, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on there. I haven't looked.
I think one of the girls who does, I think, a few voices on Overwatch, or at least one.
He said something about Diva, so I guess, I don't know. I didn't look into it.
Oh, yeah, I was looking, but I don't know. I don't know the Overwatch characters' names. I'm still learning. I'm such an Overwatch noob. I always put that when we stream Overwatch, we're always like, we're noobs. Like, we're awful.
I mean, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We like sucking at games. That's kind of fun sometimes, too.
I'm really good at it, so.
I'm good at Minecraft. Everything else, it's not guaranteed.
Skyrim.
That's true. You're getting there. You're really wicked with that bow.
I am. I also like to ignore the missions and just go around and murder people.
I can't get her to like play the game.
It's more fun to just murder everybody.
See, I would always just do like the main quest, and my boyfriend's like, "You don't even do the side quests." I'm like,
"See, I'm with your
details.
boyfriend.
I'm like, I'll
with your
never
boyfriend.
finish.
I'm all the quests."
And I'm like, I don't want to go down there. It looks scary. I'm just gonna go on this main path in the woods. It's fine.
That's how I am. That's
I'm
our.
such a baby, though. I can't like.
So is she.
I
Kinda.
don't like scary
well,
games.
the scary games, yeah. But it's fun to watch.
I'll get my followers to convince me somehow to play like horror games. And I'm like, this is a bad idea. Like Dead by Daylight, I just screamed the entire time.
What's that about? I haven't heard about that.
It's fun when you have a group. It's not as fun like if
you're by yourself with the lights off.
Yeah. Like I like playing in a group just because like we can talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like you basically pick a character and then like you're I can't remember. I haven't played in so long. I think you can pick. I don't think you pick your map, but it just places you in like there's like different maps you can be on, and one person can be the killer. So literally, like in the menu, it said "kill your friends" or "survive."
I have seen this game. I have seen.
Or
this
you can
game.
just play like online with like other people, and so one person's the killer, and then you have I think like up to like 4 people. I think it could, like you can have like at least 2 other people who need to survive, something like that. I haven't played in months, but yeah, you just gotta survive. I just hide in the lockers the whole time.
We just finished playing Until Dawn the other
That
night.
one's pretty
and
fun. Have you heard of it?
I think so.
It's like a cinematic.
It's not that bad.
No, it's
as
not.
far as scary thing goes. To be fair, though, I
There's
was
some
sitting
moments.
with like him and Troy, and like we had the lights sort of off, so it wasn't like super bad. It's not as bad as like say like Outlast. So a long time ago,
my God, I can't
him and Jared,
You did the first bit of
they
Outlast.
That's what
tricked me
happened.
into playing.
We didn't tell her what it was about. She knew it was scary, but she didn't know like
I didn't know how
scary.
scary, so
I
I got
didn't,
like
I didn't
10
know what it was
minutes
about.
in.
A friend bought it for me, and
Oh,
Deb and I
God.
were playing. I was playing off stream, and he was actually playing. I was just kind of like doing this next to him, and then there's like this one part where he like opens the door and like a body comes out, and I screamed so loud. I'm pretty sure my neighbors heard me, and then he screamed really loud, and I was like, I can't. No, I'm not playing this game ever.
So we're actually going to
I
be
like
streaming that
Outlast.
like probably next Friday.
Yeah,
See, I'll watch
do,
people. I'm
we
like,
do scary games on
"Okay,
Fridays.
you do that,
It's kind of
I
our
can't."
thing. But Until Dawn wasn't that bad.
No,
it's
until, like if you're going to play a horror
it's
game, that one's not
different.
that
It's
bad.
like one of those story-based games where you
Mhm. Where you get to
decision making.
choose.
See, yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
they can be
We-
pretty fun.
We kind of
But
chose
it's
to try and kill everybody, so that was fun.
just about because there's 5 endings, 5 or 6 endings.
Yeah, there's 5 or 6
you can
endings.
get, and it's like it just depends on how many people in your crew. It's like a typical like 90s horror movie kind of
Yeah.
feel, but it's like you're playing a movie. Kind of. It was fun. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on and
problem.
discussing all of it with us. And good to see you after like 3
Years.
Yeah,
years.
it's been forever.
Been a minute. We're being real adults now, but yeah, everybody go check out LexieSlays on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter. Do you have a Facebook page?
No.
No Facebook page yet. She'll get there. Do you have a YouTube?
No.
So neither one. That's a no on both of those.
But Twitter,
But
Instagram.
all her links will be down below. Make
Yep.
sure you go check her out. She's fun to
Definitely.
watch. She's also very nice. And
Yeah, I think it's fun. Anything you want to shout out?
No, just thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah.
This is really cool. I've never done anything
No,
like this.
yeah, we're kind of new, clearly pretty new to it too. But no, we really appreciate it, and obviously you are welcome back anytime. podcasts,
whenever you guys want me, just let me know.
streaming, whatever. We want to do YouTube videos eventually. That's kind of like,
Yeah, that'd
that's
be
been
cool.
my goal for so many years.
Yeah.
I've never had the technology. So now we're trying to like put in money into a good streaming and editing computer.
It takes,
And-
like, even like with my streaming setup, it's a lot of money.
Oh yeah. We did it the cheap way. We're just doing it through
Well,
the
I mean, that's how
PS4
you
right
start
now.
out. Yeah,
Clearly,
like,
with
Yeah.
the $10.
$10 green screen.
I mean, hey, there's
Just
nothing
through the
wrong with that.
PS4.
I mean, I set up a donation goal, and I was able to get, a mic, because it was just really bad whenever I yell.
Yeah.
I'm very vocal when I play. And, I mean, it costs a lot of money, so...
Oh yeah, that's where all this comes from. Is from I used to do a lot of music, and so now we're kind of like, okay, well we can use
Crossover.
it. We can use it for other stuff.
Perfect.
But
All
yeah,
right.
awesome. Well, thanks for coming on again. We really appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it. All the links will be down there. And what days do you stream? Typically, I know I've
Wednesday
seen
through
it.
Friday, I'm like usually on around like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and then the
Eastern
weekends
Standard Time.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, and then the weekends are kind of just whenever.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, folks. Go watch LexieSlays. She's awesome and a beast at League and Overwatch. I'm sure way better than
A bajillion
anyone here.
followers her.
A
Followers
bajillion
on
followers.
Instagram.
You want to follow her. She's awesome. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will.
see you next time.
Yeah. What are we gonna do next time? We need a
Why don't
topic.
you just
Huh?
end the stream?
So they can hear our thought process. That's
We'll
what
figure it
podcasts.
out.
Whatever. You're mean.